with a sufficient number of people to arrive at the eligible borrowers as per the laid down norms. If there is a delay, already the agriculture season has started, Kharif season has started, people will come back for the new crop loans. The old crop loans are not closed either by payment from the government or by the farmer. We may not be in a position to extend the new crop loan. So the pressure will mount and some kind of agitations will come back from the farmer side saying demanding loan tomorrow itself. You are written off, you give me a fresh loan tomorrow. We must be in a position to face it. And last time you remember there were subsequent, after 10 years they have conducted audits now and they have fixed accountability on many bankers for not claiming and for excess claiming also. So that is on record. So that experience should also be taken into consideration. Neither there should be excess claim, now there should be omission of the eligible clients also. Both creates problem for the bankers from accountability point of view. So you put in right mechanism right from day one, and which should function faster, and you must close this chapter earlier and be prepared for the next season. That is more important. The very purpose of this SLBC meeting is that ensure that there is a continuous flow of credit to the farmers for the forthcoming season of Kharif. That will happen only this government, Telangana government is taking over on 2nd and the new government is taking over on 8th. Within 2-3 days this new scheme will be announced. That's what my expectation. If it is announced, then immediately you must have a sufficient number of people to find out the eligible cases and make the sufficient claims and close the chapter and be prepared for the new crop loans. That is very important. The cutoff date is given.
Yes, sir.
Your status is declared by the computer, then you can derive it. Yes. What I am talking about, the intricacies of it which we are discussing. The multiplicity is to be avoided. Then you have to apply your mind again, right? Yes. It is a manual intervention is required in the computer data to avoid a person getting multiple benefits. Only one benefit will be available. If we can restrict it to a family, then again we have to find out who are all the family members in the family through a ration card to ensure that there is only one person is eligible for it. If we say that the gold loans are eligible, then again we have to confirm that all the gold loans are genuinely gone into the crop only. As Mr. Durasamy was mentioning, whether it is going to be only the crop loans or the ancillary activities. If there are ancillary activities, then it is altogether different ball game. It is not that easy as you say, there are only cut-off date under the status of the account. The entire 100 farmers are waiting for the loan waiver scheme to come. In my record, my NPS today is hardly 2.35% in the agriculture as a whole. And not many accounts have become overdue. There are borrowers who have repaid it. At least for them, we must release it. There is no issue on that. As far as the other borrowers are concerned who are not repaid, giving the loan will be difficult from the banker's point of view unless I know for certain that you are going to pay me the money. So there must be a clarity on that side, stating that these are all the borrowers who are eligible. Because once I make him eligible and give a second loan, and for any reason as per the scheme he is becoming ineligible, I cannot recover the first loan at all. It becomes my responsibility. So that clarity has to come as far as the overdue borrowers are concerned. Bank of Hyderabad as well as Andhra Bank will set up a exclusive war room or peace room, whatever it is, to address the concerns. Okay. So we will have at least a small group of people. Nobody is perfect. Now when we issue instructions also there could be problems which we may not cover it. We will give the names of the persons, we will give the telephone numbers and we will give the email ID. You can address your concerns. We will try to consolidate all these things and rectify. I repeatedly say the first time when they are announcing it may not be a perfect scheme because based on their experience they are going to announce certain things. There are the time constraints within which they have to announce. I am wondering whether we will be in a position to come out with a Pakka scheme at all. There could be some kind of discrepancies in the scheme which you must bring it to our notice. We will try to coordinate and try to remove the discrepancies and bring more clarity within a very short time. Maybe within 15 days we will settle down. After 15 days we will not change the instructions very often. That we will try. The self-regulation only the better thing. We know what it is. Okay, you send your own inspectors. Now after so many years when the government of India questioned, I have appointed the auditors to verify it. So what I suggest, each branch has to appoint your own internal person to check it within a short period. And government verification may not happen. They may not have the machinery to do it. Let us do our part of the job. Don't include all your old NPAs and try to settle the money. Already government is over. As per eligibility, whatever is there only, you claim, presume that they will do at least surprise verification, which they have to do, at least 10%, 15% they will do. If it is found, if at all you are recovering an NPA, good for the bank.